This video is sponsored by Cruiseman's Garage Honda Goldwing Maintenance Video Series.
Well, good morning, everybody. Cruiseman here. Just about to ride, it's a Sunday ride over to Einstein's to meet some friends for breakfast. Of course, the original gang will be there. Robert and Don, and we have a couple of new riders that will be joining us, I believe. Road Glide is supposed to be coming over have breakfast with us, and I have met Road Glide before, and F6B Adventures I have not met. F6B Adventures, I have to pull over because I forgot to buckle my helmet. I get so wrapped up and setting up my video cameras and my microphones and everything else that I sometimes forget the basics. It's a cloudy day today, this morning, and about 60 degrees outside, so pleasant, a little windy. We have been getting a little bit more wind the last week or so. And in case you didn't know it, I absolutely hate wind. It's one of the reasons I was really excited to leave West Texas, because every day we struggled with wind. And I can remember as a kid growing up in Midland, it doesn't happen anymore, but not like it used to. We used to have massive dust storms, sandstorms. I mean, these things, you couldn't, if you went outside and it hit you in the face, it would hurt. It's like being sandblasted. And it would just destroy your car's paint if you drove through one of those sandstorms, especially if you're going against the wind. And, you know, we just don't have sandstorms in West Texas anymore. I think it's probably because there's just not that much agriculture. We used to have cotton fields out in West Texas, and those are pretty much gone. I can't remember the last time I drove by a cotton field. I can remember after a sandstorm or a dust storm, our windowsills, you would have a half an inch of sand on the inside of each windowsill around the house that we'd have to clean up. That's how bad it was. And of course, that's probably how poorly constructed and insulated and sealed the homes were back then. So tell me what you think of this video. How do you think it looks? Does it look pretty clear? I think for an action camera after dark, it does a decent job. I also have a little camera, that little Insta360 Go 3 mounted to my helmet. The Insta360 Go 3, when there's plenty of light, actually does a decent job. Now, by the time you see this, it's possible that I will have already put out my very first video podcast. And I picked a name for the show that is Garage Talk. You know, I got a lot of people submitting different names, and a lot of them were very good suggestions. Some of them were things like Cruise Chat or Cruise Talk, and I didn't want to use the word cruise because I was afraid people see that on YouTube, they would think it has something to do with the cruise industry or a cruise ship, not Cruiseman's Garage. Some people had wing something with Goldwing in it, and I didn't want to limit the show to just Goldwing content. we're getting more and more motorcyclists who subscribe to and watch the channel that ride different motorcycles. So I didn't want to lock myself into being Goldwing only, because that limits your audience potentially. So I did my first video podcast, and we wrapped it up. I'm in editing right now. It takes a ton of editing. I think I've got about 15 hours of editing in this show. Some of you might watch it and say, gosh, sure can't tell it. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you kind of, please be patient. It's a first run. It's the first time I've done this. I've never done a podcast before. I did do a video interview a couple of years ago with Memphis Mike, and that's the only one I've ever done. So this is my first real interview. We're coming up on Einstein's. What we do is we usually park in front of a wake, and I would be willing to bet money that Robert is already there, because he's got his new lights installed on his motorcycle. I don't know if you've seen those new Gold Strike windshield garnish lights that he added, but he did a really good video. You need to check it out. Did a nice installation job too. Very, very professional, good video. So, and those are pretty cool looking lights. Can't wait to see them in person. I knew he'd be here, and he is. He's here. And I'll take this camera off the handlebars, and I'll walk around and show you those lights so I can get him to turn them on for me. I'll bet he'll show them off. Here is my bike parked in front of a wake. There's Robert's bike, and he's getting ready to turn everything on so we can see these cool lights he just installed. Wow, look at that. That is pretty slick.
Pretty bright too.
It's very bright. Yeah, those are nice. Check out the turn signals. A little sequential action going on. He's also got the Pathfinder cowl lights down here, so that's a pretty impressive. Coming down the street, that's going to get a lot of attention. I call those eyebrows. They look like eyebrows. Very nice. And like I said earlier, make sure you check out his video. He did a really good video on how to install these.
That's a very comfortable. It really is. And you get so far into yourself that it's on demand. So it's not like I get paid by the hour on it. Wow, that's cool. And here's the positive. Tell y'all we're good. Here's the thing.
Man, I'm jealous. You two got the blue bikes.
You have the means to do that. It's blue.
You just need more lights is the problem.
Well, here's my thing.
More lights.
I just want to be seen. You know, there's so much distraction today on our roads.
Yep.
And people say, well, if you're that much worried, why even ride? But you don't want to really give up a lot of the things that you
that you really love to do, you know. So if I can enhance it with some of the great lighting products that are out today,
I agree.
just light it up. As long as, because you really do have to take a look at the end product. And if you've seen people's, some people's bikes, I don't maybe want to go that route, but I'd look at, you know, the overall look of it, and it's really, it's palatable to me.
No, I like it. Looks great.
Yeah. I mean,
have you seen Robert's new lights?
I did. I really
saw the
liked
video?
them a lot.
Yeah,
I really liked
cool.
them a lot. Gosh, he just got into that bike, and you took care of business.
You know what? I had the best teacher on how to get into that.
Yeah, see, I got competition now.
Well, I get that, but you actually did it with all that you got going on your plate.
Yeah, that does come close, Chris.
That aftermarket windshields, because some of them come down lower than the Honda windshield.
Yes.
I don't know if the F4 does.
It doesn't appear to.
Do you have the F4?
Yes.
Robert, where is that? Yeah, I think it would fit.
Yeah.
To protect the mirror.
And I like it. I like that it has that smooth light. It's not the individual LED lights.
Right.
I like that.
It's just designed to keep.
Are you just keeping the seat warm?
Yeah, I've seen Goldwings before. You're rolling.
I am.
It's blinking.
Everybody say hi to Don.
Well, hi back. Great to have you here.
You haven't had me yet? Okay.
Might be time to eat.
Maybe.
Right.
Well, it wouldn't surprise you that I had oatmeal before I left.
Of course.
Standard seats. Matter of fact, there's reserved seating. There's instructions. They're not to.
And then I bought a 96 GL 1500 service manager for a white one. I'll send you some pictures of me on both
Get a
bikes.
video of your waffle. So Robert is having the waffle and bacon, best bacon you've ever had.
That's on Texas food, right?
Don is having burned bacon, a waffle with is that 2 or 3 eggs? 2 eggs.
It crumbles. That's the way I like it.
Adden is having everything on the menu.
Here's the one mistake though, okay? So when I got the food, they put the Texas like this. If you're a Texan, you know it's like that.
Thank you.
But
Exactly.
Correct.
I'm having 3 eggs over medium and bacon. Trying to do the carnivore thing.
Get a picture of everybody's bikes.
trying to talk myself out of getting one of these one day.
After breakfast, we all head back out to the parking lot to do what motorcyclists do, talk about bikes.
They're lower?
Supercharged now.
Oh, really? Supercharged.
Added 50 horsepower.
Wow.
Check out all these beautiful bikes lined up.
Yeah, that'll work.
They'll see that.
So here's the gang all lined up. Got the bikes all out here.
And I always say, even as a
Got
cyclist,
Gary, Road Glide.
really learn this. It really heightens your awareness to the light yellow runners.
Oh yes,
Right?
especially since they took out the cameras.
Seriously. Dale, I love your helmet. I love Arai. But Shoei's fit me better because I'm more narrow, so I'm more like an Asian.
And I wore Joey that rubbed my
Yeah.
cheekbones
Yeah.
to the bone.
Yes, I can.
So that ride fits me better.
Is that a one piece or is that a modular?
That's a one piece.
Okay.
Ride does not make a modular.
Probably because it can't be
Snell rated.
bingo.
I don't blame him.
I told him the best bike for him would be a Royal Enfield
Yeah.
Meteor 350 is
Who's
the
this,
easiest
Don?
motorcycle to ride I've ever been on.
Bye, Fred. Bye. Take care. Bye, brother.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
I'll see you on the.
I'll be checking out your channel. I have not visited yet. I'm going to though today.
Well, I always tell people it's geared around motorcycles, but I do like vlogs and hockey games. This whole week is going to be hockey stuff.
Oh, cool.
I started getting a Goldwing because of you guys, you know.
Did you have an S6B?
I did, yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe you did.
Yep.
Okay. Well, y'all ride safe going home.
Thanks again.
Take care. And, nice to make some new acquaintances and friends. Changed my camera to a wider angle. Okay, so let's head back to the home. We got a nice day today. 69 degrees. Partly cloudy. We do have some blue sky. That's nice. I'm going to head to a grocery store and I'll just record a little bit of my ride on the way to the grocery store on my way home. I think I'm going to cook out today. It's such a nice day. I think I'm going to cook out some ribs, some chicken, and should be a good day for a cookout. It's not too windy. It's a little breezy, but not bad. You can see the flags over there blowing in the wind. So, as I started to say, we had 2 new people join us today. Dale was here, which some of you have met Dale before. You've seen Dale. Of course, Don and Robert, the old standbys, you might say. And then we had Adam, who has his own YouTube channel, F6B Adventures. I'll put a link on the screen and in the description of the video if you want to check out his channel. I have not yet visited his channel. I had never met him before, but he has that beautiful 2022 blue Goldwing that I love, as well as Road Glide also has the 2022 Goldwing in blue. And Road Glide could probably give a master class on putting lights on a motorcycle, because I think he's got every light manufactured, including the big, I think they're called Clearwater, the big huge LED driving lights in the front. I can only imagine what that looks like coming at you. Sorry about the wind. It is windier today than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and close my face shield. So even though I don't mention it, anybody in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is welcome to come join us for breakfast on Sunday. I think this is the most people we've ever had. Last week we had Jimmy show up from Canada. He's riding his Goldwing all the way across the country, and he joined us. He was in San Antonio, and he emailed me and asked me if he could join us for breakfast on Sunday, and I told him absolutely. So he came through Dallas, and I think he had his oil changed at one of the Honda dealers here. He had actually shipped his motorcycle from Canada. I think he shipped it to Arizona, flew down, picked up the bike, rode out to California, and then started in California and rode away all the way across the country and ended up in San Antonio. And he joined us for breakfast and generously paid for our breakfast. Very nice. Thank you, Jimmy. Again, sorry about the wind. It is really windy today. It's hitting me from the left side, so you're probably picking up some of that wind noise. You know, I've been in several different businesses in my life, and been in this motorcycle related business with both YouTube and my maintenance videos for the last few years, several years. And I gotta say that the people we deal with are just some of the best, nicest people I've ever done business with. I don't know why that motorcycling seems to attract a certain type of person, but it can't just be a coincidence, because it's almost universal. I just rarely ever meet anybody, and I can't even think of a case where I've met somebody on a motorcycle that's just not enjoyable to be around. I'm here at the grocery store. I'm going to go do my shopping. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. That really does help the channel. And also, make sure to check out Robert White's channel, because he installed those new lights. You need to see what's going on with that. They're really cool looking. And I will see you on the next Cruiseman's Motovlog.